For 1,000 years, the most sophisticated computer on Earth fit in the palm of your hand. It had no battery and one moving part. It could tell you the time, your latitude, when the sun would rise, and which stars hung above you, all from a flat disk of brass. The idea began in Greek Alexandria. Astronomers there worked out that the dome of the sky could be flattened onto a disk, the same projection trick behind every world map. Theon of Alexandria described it in the 4th century. But the Greeks left it as geometry, an elegant proof that sat on the page for 300 years. What turned it into an instrument was a problem that arrived 5 times a day. Muslim prayer times are set by the position of the sun. The direction of prayer is set by the position of a city relative to Mecca. Both are astronomy. Precision stopped being academic and became daily in every town from Cordoba to Samarkand. So the Astrolabe was rebuilt. Workshops in Baghdad added the reedy, a pierced brass star map that turns above engraved plates, 1 plate for each latitude. Swap the plate and the same instrument works in a different city. New scales were cut for prayer times, for the direction of Mecca, for surveying land. To use it, you hang it from your thumb and tip it until the sun or a chosen star lines up through 2 small sights. Then you read the angle off the rim. That single number, the height of one object above the horizon, is enough. Turn the star map to match it, and the disk tells you the hour, the date, and where you are standing. By the 10th century, one of the most admired makers in Aleppo was a woman. Maryam Astrolabe built instruments for the court of Saif al-Dawla. We know her because a bookseller in Baghdad wrote her name into a catalog of everything he thought worth knowing, and that catalog survived. The instrument traveled the way objects travel. With trade, with translation, with conquest. It crossed into Europe through Spain, and Latin scholars kept the Arabic words because they had none of their own. Zenith, nadir, azimuth, Aldebaran. The working vocabulary of Western astronomy is a list of loanwords from the people who rebuilt the tool. It did not travel alone. It carried with it the mathematics needed to use it, the habit of measuring carefully, and the assumption that the sky could be modeled rather than merely watched. By 1391, it had reached England, where Geoffrey Chaucer, the poet, wrote an instruction manual for one. He wrote it in English for his 10-year-old son. It is among the oldest technical manuals in the language, and it is a user guide for a Greek idea rebuilt in Baghdad. It stayed in use for 1,000 years, not because nothing better was possible, but because nothing better was needed, until sailors had to find their position on a moving deck out of sight of land. Then the astrolabe gave way to the sextant and to the clock. We tend to picture progress as a relay, each civilization handing the next a slightly better version of the same thing. The astrolabe was not handed along. It was picked up, taken apart, and rebuilt by people who needed it to answer a question its inventors never asked. That is usually what actually happens.